In this guide, I'm going to show you the built-in Windows tools that can automatically clean, maintain, and speed up your computer. We're going to evict the junk files, boost performance, and set up a system that cleans itself, making your PC feel factory fresh. We'll do it all in a few simple steps, and you won't have to download or pay for a single thing. Let's get your computer running like new again. We're going to focus on 3 core tools. First, we'll set up StorageSense, which is basically your own personal robot butler that keeps your files tidy. Then, we'll get our hands dirty with the classic, super powerful disk cleanup tool for those deep cleaning sessions that free up tons of space. By the end of this, you'll have a fully automated maintenance plan that keeps your PC running at its best. Section 1. StorageSense. Let's start with the single easiest and most effective tool you can turn on right now, StorageSense. Think of it as a little robot assistant living in your PC whose only job is to automatically free up space. It works by getting rid of junk you don't need anymore. Think temporary app files and things that have been rotting in your recycle bin for weeks. Once you flip the switch, it works quietly in the background, so your system never gets bogged down by digital clutter. Setting it up couldn't be easier. First, pop open your Start menu and go to Settings. From there, click on System, and then choose Storage. Right at the top, you'll see a switch for StorageSense. Just flick that to on, and boom, you've just hired your PC's automatic cleanup crew. But the real magic is in the settings. Click on the StorageSense bar to configure it. Under Cleanup Schedules, you can decide how often it runs. You can set it for daily, weekly, monthly, or only when you're low on disk space. Honestly, for most people, running it weekly is the perfect sweet spot. Next, you can tell it how to handle your recycle bin. The default is usually 30 days, meaning a deleted file hangs out there for a month before it's gone for good. You can change this to 1, 14, 60 days, or never, depending on how much of a safety net you want. You can also have it manage your downloads folder, but be careful with this one. A lot of us use that folder as a temporary dumping ground, but important stuff can get lost in there. If you're good about moving your important files out of downloads, feel free to have StorageSense clean it out. If you're not sure, it's safest to just leave this one set to never. Once you've got it configured, you've set up a solid foundation for an always clean PC, and if you ever feel like you need a quick refresh, just scroll down on that same page and click Run StorageSense now for an instant cleanup. Section 2. The Deep Clean. Okay, our robot butler is on the job. Now, let's take a more hands-on approach. Right there in the same Storage Settings menu, you'll find Cleanup Recommendations. This is where Windows acts like a helpful consultant, analyzing your drive and pointing out exactly where you can free up huge chunks of space. Give it a moment to scan, and it'll show you a few categories. Let's walk through them. First up is temporary files. This is a goldmine of junk that can be safely deleted. We're talking old Windows Update files, system error reports, and other digital leftovers. You can click into it, look at the list, and check off what you want to get rid of. Pretty much everything in here is safe to toss. The next category, large or unused files, is often where you'll get the biggest wins. Windows hunts down massive files you haven't touched in ages. This is your treasure map to finding that forgotten video project, old game installers, or giant zip files from 3 years ago. It sorts them by size, so you can see the worst offenders right at the top, select them, and delete them on the spot. You might also see files synced to the cloud. If you use OneDrive, this will show you files that exist both on your PC and in the cloud. It offers to remove the local copy to save space, while the file stays perfectly safe up in your OneDrive. Finally, there's unused apps. Windows literally keeps track of the programs you're ignoring. This list shows you software that's just gathering digital dust, making it super easy to find and uninstall things you don't need. Kicking out old programs is one of the best ways to declutter your whole system. Just one word of caution. When you're going through these, always double-check your downloads folder if it's listed. Make sure you're not about to delete your tax documents or that important installer you'll need next week. This feature is the perfect mix of automated smarts and manual control, pointing you right to the biggest cleanup wins. Section 3. The Power Tool. Alright, it's time to bring out the heavy machinery. For years, the most trusted tool in the Windows toolbox has been disk cleanup. While storage sense is the new school, automated way, disk cleanup is the old school power washer that gives you one of the deepest cleans possible, especially when it comes to old system files. To find it, just go to your Windows search bar and type disk cleanup. When you open it, pick your main drive. Usually see after a quick scan, it'll show a list of things you can delete, like temporary internet files. But that's just level 1. The real power is behind the button that says Clean Up System Files. You absolutely want to click this. It will ask for admin rights and then run a much deeper scan. This might take a few minutes, but it's totally worth it. When the new window pops up, you'll see a longer list with some options that can free up a shocking amount of space. Let's hit the highlights. You'll probably see Windows Update Cleanup. Every time Windows updates, it saves old system files just in case. Over time, this can add up to several gigabytes of dead weight. Checking this box is one of the biggest space savers you can find. Another monster you might see, especially after a big Windows update, is previous Windows installation, also known as the Windows.old folder. It's a full copy of your old operating system, kept there so you can roll back and update if something goes wrong. Windows will automatically delete this after about 10 days, but you can use disk cleanup to zap it now. Here's the critical part. Once you delete this, you cannot go back to the previous version of Windows. So, if your system is running fine and it's been a week or so since the update, you're generally safe to delete this and reclaim all that space. You'll also see things like device driver packages, that is old drivers you don't need, and Microsoft Defender antivirus. In almost every case, you can safely check every single box in this view. The only exception might be your main downloads folder, if you keep important stuff there. Select everything you want to nuke, click OK, and confirm you want to permanently delete the files. Disk cleanup will then go to work, purging gigabytes of junk that most other tools can't touch. Running this once a quarter is an amazing habit for a healthy PC. Hey, if you're finding this guide helpful and your computer is already feeling a little peppier, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the video get out to more people who are stuck dealing with a slow machine. Section 4. The Ultimate Automation. Running disk cleanup manually is great, but what if you could put that deep cleaning power on a completely automatic schedule? What if you could create your own custom cleanup recipe and have Windows run it for you every month without you lifting a finger? You can, and will do it with the command prompt and task scheduler. This might sound a little technical, but trust me, it's surprisingly simple. It's a two-step process. First, we create the cleanup profile. Second, we tell Windows when to run it. For step 1, open your Start menu, search for command prompt, right-click it, and choose Run as Administrator. In that black window, type this exact command, cleanmgr.exe/sage-set:1 and hit Enter. This command tells disk cleanup to open its settings and save your choices into a profile named 1. The full interface will appear. This time, you're not actually cleaning anything, you're just creating the recipe. Go through and check every single box you want to have cleaned automatically. This should include Windows Update Cleanup and all those juicy system files. Once you're done, click OK. Your perfect cleanup profile is now saved. For step 2, let's schedule it. Go to the Windows search bar, type Task Scheduler, and open it. On the right-hand side, click Create Basic Task. First, give it a name you'll remember, like Monthly Deep Clean, and click Next. For the trigger, choose how often you want it to run. Monthly is a great choice. Click Next, specify the day. For example, you could have it run on the first Sunday of every month. Click Next. For the action, choose Start a Program. Click Next. Now for the most important part. In the program script box, type cleanmgr.exe. In the box right below it, labeled at Arguments Optional, type Sagaroon to 1. That little argument tells the task to execute the cleanup recipe number 1 that we just made. Click Next, look everything over on the final screen, and click Finish. And that's it. You have just created a fully automated, deep cleaning task that will run on your schedule, silently in the background. This is the ultimate set it and forget it strategy for keeping Windows in top shape. And there you have it. Your PC is no longer a slow, cluttered mess. It's a clean, efficient, and self-maintaining machine. And you did it all with powerful, free tools that were built right into Windows the whole time. We put your daily cleanup on autopilot with Storage Sense, did a deep dive purge with disk cleanup, and even created a fully automated task for hands-free maintenance. Whether you stick with the classic tools or use the new PC Manager, you now have everything you need to keep your computer in peak condition. You don't need to buy fancy third-party software to have a fast PC, you just need to know where to look. If this guide helped you bring your PC back to life, please subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my next deep dive. And I'm genuinely curious, let me know in the comments how much space you were able to free up. Thanks for watching.